Get ready.
All right. Hello, hello. Good Sunday, Miss Norma. How are you? Please tell me you can hear me. Oh my God. You can't hear me? San Antonio, Texas. You can't hear me?
I don't know
Guys,
what
just so
you
you oh,
did. Let me
all I
go
did
out and in.
was
Let me go out and in.
we're gonna play the technical difficulty show. All right. While Norma's doing that, we got some awesome new things, features for your Girasy Desveladas podcast. We'll be showcasing the top 20 countdown from Cuba Radio. Saludos to Lawrence Indio from Cuba Radio and sharing his top 20 with us. So here we go, so we can share it with you. It's and if I can read it, geez Louise. Oh my goodness, Gigi needs some better glasses. Nombre, are you kidding me? Hold on, let me find another source to get this from because apparently Gigi cannot read that. All right, here we go. For the top 20, number 20 is Mike and the Iconics with Siempre Te Cuidaré. Number 19, Yeezy with El Vino de Tu Boca. 18, Eva Ibarra with Ojitos Verdes. 17, Imposible with No Logré Olvidarte. 16, Los Palominos with Daniel de Fierro. 15, Brenda Blanco. Saludos, Brenda Blanco, the coordinator for RGB Texas Artist Breakfast. Cuando Estoy Junto a Ti. Number 14, Grupo Entrego with Dami. Number 13, La Reina en el Olvido. Number 12, Anthony Patterson, No Digas Que No. Number 11, Stampede, A Pesar de Tu Engaño. Number 10, Tejano Outlaws with Quiero Volver Contigo. Number 9, Blaze Brothers with Reina No Eres. Number 8 with Los Arcos Hermanos Peña, Las Cuentas Claras, which Brenda Blanco is also in. Number 7, Gary Hobbs, Acaso No Te Das Cuenta. Number 6, Ricardo Castillón, Si Tú Supieras. Number 5, Texas Latino, Quiero Amarte. Number 4, Angélica, whoop whoop, friend of the show. A lot of friends of the show on this countdown. Angélica, Grupo Moneda, Ojalá Que No. Number 3, David Lee Garza, Delante de Ti, and Jenny B with Ben, Ben, Ben. And number 1, Jay Perez, Te Quiero Amar. Congratulations to all that made it to the top 20 countdown on Cuba Radio. This is the July 31st through August 7th, 2026. And hopefully, guys, if you haven't heard those songs, look them up so that you can check them out and have them be your favorite. Vote and request them. And now we go to the top 10 countdown. Let me see. Gigi can't read that either. Hold on. So here's the top 10 from Tejano Television. And guys, Tejano Television with Juan Mendoza and Laila Lisa Mendoza. This is the only place you're going to find all your Tejano videos of your choosing and even more than that because they've got it all. And when I say they've got it all, they've got it all. So check it out on Tejano Television on the Facebook page or on the Roku channel, which thankfully we are part of that team, so thank you, Jesus, for that. And so the top 10 music video countdown for y'all to check out. Number 10, the Delta Boys with Corazón Libertino. Number 9, AJ Castillo featuring Gabriela Flores, Me Tienes Así. Number 8, Conjunto Cats with Caldo de Pollo. Number 7, Blaze Brothers, and we saw that Reina No Eres. Number 6, Los Amigos ASAG with Nunca Te Olvidaré. And I saw those guys live. Awesome show when they did the Chris Dom's benefit over there in Corpus. Awesome, guys. Can't wait to have you on the show. Sandy G y Los Gavilanes with Te Vi Partir. Number 4, Celeste Escobar with Amor Eres Tú. Number 3, David Lee Garza, Los Musicales with Delante de Ti. Number 2, Anthony Patterson featuring Grupo Asalto, Ingrata Mujer. And number 1, Stampede, number 1 video, A Pesado de Tu Engaño. So congratulations to top 10 videos. Check them out on your favorite videos on Tejano Television. And for your top 20 countdown, go check out Cuba Radio on Live 365. All right, so those were our videos. And of course, we have can you hear me now, Norma?
Yes, I can.
All right, so Awesome. So now we're going to have our Trucking Now with New Rolas. And today we're going to have, he is actually on the top 10 videos, David Ligarza, and on the top 20 countdown. So we're going to take a look. Now we got to, luckily we were in Vegas, right, Norma? Right? We were in Vegas. And we did a lot of video drops. So even if you have not gotten a chance to do a specific video drop for your song, we got you because you stopped and said hi to Girasy Desveladas, and so we got this.
Oh, okay, here we go. Hi, I'm David Ligarza, and you are?
And I'm Gigi La Chicana Guerrero.
We knew that, of course.
And you're watching Girasy Desveladas podcast.
That's right. Don't tell nobody, but ya te vi.
Ya te vi, David. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was awesome. That was in Las Vegas. And actually he played on my song, Pero Eso No. So he's a good friend of the family of my dad's, and que en paz descanse. So that was very awesome. Thank you, David Ligarza. So let's cut to his video that is on the top countdown. Let me get that for you. Hold on. All right. And here's the video from David Ligarza and their new song, Delante de Ti.
Me pierdo en tus ojos hermosos y me olvido de lo que te vengo a decir. Yo pude ser verte y contigo quebrar. Lamentablemente tu presencia me causa que yo me vuelva a enamorar. Voy a dejar de querer olvidar los besos que me he resignado, poderlos dejar de soñar. Yo lo tengo que aceptar. Voy a dejar de buscar otro amor, sabiendo que tú eres el remedio y consuelo que alivia el dolor. Y ahora rendido me voy, dejándote mi corazón. Ahora que me encuentro delante de ti, yo me pierdo en tus ojos hermosos y me olvido de lo que te vengo a decir. Yo pude ser fuerte y contigo quebrar. Lamentablemente tu presencia me causa que yo me vuelva a enamorar. Voy a dejar de querer olvidar los besos que me he resignado, poderlos dejar de soñar. Yo lo tengo que aceptar. Voy a dejar de buscar otro amor, sabiendo que tú eres el remedio y consuelo que alivia el dolor. Y ahora rendido me voy, dejándote mi corazón. Y ahora rendido me voy, dejándote mi corazón.
And that was David Lee Garza y los Musicales and
Love
Delante
them.
de Ti. Yeah, so congratulations to them. They're on the top 20 countdown the Cuba Radio, and they're also on the top 10 video countdown the Tejano Television. So saludos to all them. Thank you, Norma, for coming in, and hopefully we're not going to have too much of a technical difficulty show. I've been sending them shows and shows and shows to StreamYard, and hopefully they get it fixed. But we don't know. If not, we're going to play the game of can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me get out. Let me get in. Let me get out. Let me get in. It's a fun game. Everybody should play.
Okay. I was turning out candles and it's like, wow, I didn't even take a shower or what?
All right.
Oh, man.
And just by the way, thank you to Sirius Tejano, who is also now, as of today, carrying us on their YouTube channel as well. So thank you very much. Girasy Desveladas.
Thank
You
you.
can find us in all kinds of places. Girasy Desveladas is international, guys. We're worldwide on YouTube with Girasy Desveladas, with Sirius Tejano, with the Roku channel, with Tejano Television, which is boasting over 8 million views. On the Tejano Television Facebook page, they have over 3.5 million viewers already. And we're also with Sirius Tejano on their Live 365. So, and this all, like I went on a little live earlier, Norma, to talk about this, that we're not doing this for anything than to promote the artist and promote the genre.
Yes.
So the more the merrier. You want to carry this show, give us a call, DM us, carry our show. You know that just means more people are getting to hear our music. All right. And our artists.
Yes.
So that's our goal. That's our goal. Speaking of our artists, let me try to get this because you know how it's all fun and games. For in case you don't know who this artist is, I personally have worked with him. Vocalist, I mean, on point. On point. Now, I found a video of him, and I'm going to show you this so you can know who I'm talking about. So let's watch this before we get him on so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go.
Darling, you never even call me by my name. You don't have to call me Waiting Jenny. And you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. And you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my body side, and I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never mind standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name.
Right, and that is Larry Lopez. Let's get Larry Lopez on the stage here.
Woohoo!
Welcome. Like, okay, can everybody hear each other?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I hear you.
Awesome. Saludo, Larry. You know what? I was just thinking you embody what we are as Tejanos. We are so versatile. I mean,
You know what?
I mean, you've got that twang, but your name is Larry Lopez.
yeah, I hear that a lot.
you know, and maybe people are not expecting that, but there you are. I'm really excited to say that we've got backstage superstar Destiny Navaira. We'll be right with you, Miss Navaira.
Nice.
Yes, and on this super duper double shot Sunday, and we've got everybody in here today. So Larry Lopez, tell everybody what you're about, who Larry Lopez is, what are you up to, who are you singing with, and where can people find you?
Well, I guess you can find me anywhere. I guess just Larry Lopez, the person, just a hard worker. Family man. That's about it. And just love to sing. I love to sing. Love to sing. I'm singing everywhere right now. Help out a couple of bands. Do a lot of private shows with Mr. Chuy Gonzalez from the old Liberty Band. We do a lot. We do a lot of shows. We stay real busy. Like every week, we're doing something. We're somewhere, some restaurant, some ballroom. Just all over the place, all over the place. And like I said, I love country music. I love Tejano music, and yes, I do country. Larry Lopez, but
Larry Lopez. We're gonna change your name to Larry Lopez.
yeah. My brother says my name is Larry Lopes. That's what he says.
Lopez.
Yeah, Lopes. He says.
Oh,
And that's the thing, because that's what I was trying to say, that I mean, we're so diversified as a culture, because we have so many experiences, and we're exposed to so many genres of music. For us to kind of just pigeonhole us into one place is not fair, because we are as people very diversified, and you embody that right now just by singing that country with the twang. It's like wait, Lauro Lopez or whatever. I don't know what your real name is.
Yeah.
¿Qué está diciendo Lauro? But that's what it's about. It's about being able to go into different genres and be awesome at it, like you are.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and I know I met you a couple years back, and I heard you. I was like, this guy, he's got skills. And it's so the love that you say for the music and for the singing, it's very obvious, guys. If you go catch Larry Lopez, whether he's singing wherever he's at, wherever he's presenting himself, you're gonna get a good show, because this guy brings it. And that's just my personal experience. That's just my personal experience with you. Well, let me stop talking about you. You talk about yourself.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah. It's my drug of choice, singing.
Right.
It really is. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. It's my passion. So every time I sing a song, I sing it with everything I've got. I leave everything behind. The whole world disappears, and it's just something that I love doing. I love doing it. Can't say no.
Now, and also I want to say, and I never got to give you the condolences, but when I met you, your wife, lovely lady, is no longer with us, and I feel music is therapy. That's how I've dealt with a lot of the stuff that I've been through. Music is therapy. Singing is therapy. Leave all your guts there on the stage, and that is therapy. I feel, I don't know how you've dealt with it, but I can only imagine that singing is definitely a therapeutic route than anything else.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was a horrible loss, but only God knows why. But I was going through a little rough patch, but I met this wonderful lady, and we've been together for a minute now, and God's just taking it day by day. That's it.
Yeah. And I just want to say just something real quick, and no disrespect to you or any of the family, but man, if any of your family members or loved ones have even hinted at, let's just say what it is, it's suicide. If any of your family members have ever hinted at it, pay attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention. There's help out there. And I felt really bad that happened, because she was a sweet lady. I don't know your new lady, but I'm sure you make good choices, Larry Lopez. So, but that's something I did want to put out there. And I know there's several artists who've actually come on and said, if you need somebody to talk to, give me a call. Mike Gonzalez from the Iconics, he's like, you need to talk to somebody, call me. And he gave out his phone number. So, I mean, wow. I mean, for somebody like Mike Gonzalez of the Iconics to say, talk to me if you don't have anybody to talk to, because they know the seriousness of what can happen with stuff like that. So I'm real glad that you're going on, Larry Lopez. I mean, some people might have taken a different route and said, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore or whatever. But like you said, it's your passion, it's your drug to do this. Like for a lot of us, and that's a perfect way to keep on going through music. Music is magic, I think.
It is.
So,
It is. It is.
so my condolence to you. My thing is, how did you get started? We're gonna talk about music because I know that's a touchy little area for you right now too. I could tell. So let's talk about you and what you're looking for and what your goals are and what is gonna put out you out there for the people can that they can hear you and where can they find you. Those are the most important things right now that you're on your journey. Is there any particular song that reminds you of that person?
Uh,
I had a lot of questions right there.
no,
Was
no,
because
no.
I was gonna scatter your mind
Just real
since you
quick,
go
Larry,
to
just
a
real quick.
trance. Did you write them down? Did you write them down? Did you?
No, no.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
give you one. How did you start?
How did I start? Uh, just I had a cousin invite me over to do karaoke with him, and I went and I sang a song, and just a lady came up to me and asked me, actually, that video that you played, it was at in Poteet. It was for oh God, I can't remember the name of the. It was a show. It was a show in
Yeah, it's let me see if I can find it. KWC USA Finals.
yes, KWC USA Finals. I took fifth place in the nation singing country with him, and that was one of the songs that I took with it. But a cousin of mine invited me out to a bar. I don't do bars very much, but uh, a lady came up to me and said, "Hey, if I sponsor you, will you go and sing for me?" You know, and I was like, "Yeah, cool. Why not?" So I did, and we just kept on. We kept going and going and going and going. And ended up taking fifth place. I mean, it was a worldwide show, so I mean, there was people all over, all
So
over.
are you from Polteen, Texas?
No, no, no. I'm from San Antonio. I was raised in Natalia, Texas, my little hometown, and moved to Corpus when I got married, and then I'm back in San Antonio again.
Okay. And so what is your goals that what would you like to see in your genre that you want to do country or Tejano?
I really I can't really say I want to be super famous, but because I, I love it when I'm singing and I see people sing along with me. You know, like I tell my fiance, I tell her, I don't care if people dance. I don't care. I just I want them to feel what I'm feeling.
To
You know,
engage.
yes, I want them to engage, and I get people that come up to me, and after I sing, and they'll tell me, "Are you Hispanic or are you Anglo?" And I'll tell them, you know what, I'm Hispanic, and they're like, no way, man. That's not you singing. Which brings it back to her little deal where she said you have that twang. They tell me there's no way
Yes.
you have to be Anglo. You have to be white. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm Lopez. And they're like, no way, man. But I like things like that. People to come up to me and just ask me, hey, is that you really singing? Why? How are you singing that country music and giving it that twang and all that? All that other stuff. Where all the questions come out. I love that. I really love that. I like bringing smile to people's faces. Yeah.
So when you were in school, did you sing in school as well?
No,
Or what? No?
no. I really didn't sing very much, very, very much, just besides the shower, but that's about it. Other
Mm.
than that, I didn't start till maybe about a year or two ago. I didn't
Okay.
start. I just came out singing with that lady from Poteet.
Wow. Wow. Never know, never know. And so your goals to at least inspire someone.
Yes, yes,
Okay. Or inspire quite a bit of people.
yes,
I
yes, yes.
see.
It's just whatever. Don't give up. don't give up. That's all I can really say is I don't care what you think of yourself, what you sound like, what people say or whatever. Don't give up on yourself. Do never give up.
So, do you write your own music or do you?
I do a lot of covers right now. One
Okay.
of my daughters is she writes songs and she does like Tejano songs, and I'm trying to get her currently, to make it a country song, uh, Man of Honor or something like that. But she's currently working on that. I want to get my own music out there.
Okay, okay. So if there's any producers out there and you know that you got music, how do they get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me at 832-776-1908.
Settle down, settle down. Hold on. 832
776
776
1908.
08. Larry Lopez. All right, we got you. All right. Well, like I showed that because right now you don't have anything, any recordings, or do you, Larry?
I've only got believe two with our mutual friend.
All right.
That's about it right now. I'm up to going in the studio, but through work and stuff like that, and then it's kind of hard to get in. Even to do covers or something. Just to get some time.
Yeah. So, and that's what I want. And this is what I love about our show, Norma, that people will get to know who Larry Lopez is. Next time they see your name up on a billboard or coming up or on Facebook or wherever, you can say, oh, we know who Larry Lopez is. And he is a talented vocalist with a twang.
With a twang. With the twang.
With a twang. Yeah. No. Yeah. And I'm a Larry Lopez fan. And you know that since day one, when I met you, when we were at that event, that
Feelings mutual. When I heard you sing that country song in that garage, I was like, pardon my French, I said, damn. I was like, this lady's singing. What was it? Who was it? Loretta Lynn or something? What song were you singing?
Was it crazy or the night lights?
That's crazy? What it was. Crazy. She tore it up. She tore up that song. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So mutual admiration for each other, and that's what we need to do, and that's why I'm supporting you, Larry Lopez. You go do Larry Lopez and be awesome out there. Everybody, if you, like I said, if you're not following Larry Lopez, go follow him. He even though his name is Larry Lopez,
yeah.
But he sings mainly country. He also does Tejano. Did you want to belt out a song for us before we switch over to our next guest?
Sure, I can do
dale gas.
Split right quick for you guys. Let me see.
Right quick.
There was a time I could drink my cares away and drown out all of my heartache that hurt me night and day. When the thought of you came crashing through, well, I had one more, but the whiskey ain't working anymore. I need one good honky-tonk angel to turn my life around. That's reason enough for me to lay this old bottle down. Well, a woman warm and willing, that's what I'm looking for. 'Cause the whiskey ain't working anymore.
Get the whiskey, Norma. Get the whiskey.
Behind me, right behind me.
They knew my name at every bar in town, and they knew all of the reasons, but I was coming round.
right, and that is Larry Lopez. Look him up. Look him up, and thank you for coming on the show, Larry. I'm a fan. I'm sure Norma now is a fan, and I hope you got some new
Yes.
fans today. Look, Jesse Torres is on the third annual Tejano Country Music Awards. Saludos, Jesse. 2 weeks from today at Stetson's in Elodie's. Special live performances by Larry Lopez and Gigi La Chicana. Whoop whoop. We'll see you there. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. All right. And Johnny Rioja says, Norma Salazar and Gigi, hello, amigas. Janie Canales, hermana de Johnny Canales, is on here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. It's Johnny Rojas, Jesse Torres, Luis Garcia, who else? Ambrose Peterson, Dorothy Martinez, and Sandy Peña. Guys, thank you everybody for coming in and checking out Larry Lopez. And stay tuned because we've got another guest. Larry, Diosito te cuide. God be with you and guide you on all and everything that you're doing with your music and with your family and your loved ones. Que Diosito te cuide mucho. Thank you for being on the show.
Amen.
Thank you very
You
much.
got when your next recording, when you get it out, you come back to Girasy Desveladas. Mi podcast is su podcast. All right. This is for you guys. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank
just
you,
put your
Larry.
number up again, Larry. Espérame. Here we go. There you go. 832-776. I hope I got it right. 1908. Yes, Larry.
Ma'am, that's it.
All right. Awesome. Good luck. God bless you and take care. All right. Bye. All right. Thank you, man.
Woo-hoo. Okay.
Isn't he awesome? Isn't he awesome? He was awesome. I'm so glad we got
Very
him on.
sweetheart.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Dale gas, Norma. Tell me. Talk to me.
Well, as you're getting ready, I want to do a shout out to Velma Montemayor, Wowie's wife. She had a birthday. So did Rennie Rollins.
Rini had a birthday.
Not Rennie Rollins, but his aunt.
Oh, Gore. Yeah.
Gore. I was going to
Happy
say that,
birthday,
but I was
Gore.
like, I wanted to make sure. And then there was a couple of bands that were playing out here from Tejas in Ohio. So some of the Midwest got to hear some bands from the Tejano side. Also, the Valle got Eddie Bettis. He was out there
He
as
was.
well. Yes, he was. One of my, yep,
Gigi should
he
get out of her
was.
cave every once in a while.
Shout out to Stephanie Montiel. She was playing out there in
That's
the 6
right.
area
All right.
in
I
Palma
missed that
View.
event.
In Palma View.
I'm going to tell you how close I was to that event. Kelly Delgado was invited, personal friend of hers, and she called me and said, Gigi, what are you doing on this weekend? I'm like, oh, I'm going to be in San Antonio. Okay. So she called somebody else. And then my stuff got rescheduled and I didn't get to go. Wah, wah, wah. And I was watching it on Facebook. I was like, no way. Oh, look at what I missed. But awesome. What I saw a little bit of it was awesome. There was Stephanie Montiel, Geneva Salas, Margie Fender, nombre cáete.
Yep, there was quite a bit of artists out there.
Yeah.
But that was a private event as well. So
It
just
was a private
FYI, you
event.
didn't miss it. It was a private event, y'all.
It was a private event. But, maybe if you talk to them, tell them you want to see that, why not? Maybe they can do like a real show like that. All right, Norma, you want to talk to us about our next guest? I'm so excited. And while you talk, I'm going to try to put something up. Talk.
Yes. All of you, tag, because you know what? This comes from tradition. This is a family event. This young lady, I've been seeing her quite a bit. I seen her when she went to Milwaukee Fest, when she first came out with singing a song with her brother. You know, when I heard her sing then, I was like, wow, babe, did you hear this young lady? And he was looking around, George, me and George are always the opposite. He's going that way, I'm going this way. So we're always in different directions. And so he's like, yeah, the Navaidas, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but it wasn't Raulcito. It was the daughter, Raul, yeah. It was the daughter and the son, Rio. And he's like, wow, they're playing? Yes. And it's like, for me to hear her vocals, she still has vocals. She still rocks it. And, for her being in the surroundings that she is, that's what I want to know. You know, it's so hard to be in the industry and then to be with talented families that are in there. That is a hardship. I could, you know, I have kids that are very competitive, that they, oh, you know, hey, you're going to salute me one day. No, you're not, because I've been in the business longer. Um, you get that, right? And Gigi knows who I'm talking about. But you do see that in the family. And my curiosity is like, wow, you know, how do you not have a family member bicker, fight? Is there a little jealousy, little envy, you know? Which I know there isn't, because that's a family. But, you know, come on, let's be real. We got to be real with everything that we say, because that's what's
Well,
important.
maybe she doesn't want to say, Norma. We don't know.
I know, right?
Why don't we ask her ourselves? Let's get her on without further ado. The awesome superstar, Destiny Navaira.
Woo, woo, Destiny, there you are, baby.
Sorry for having you on so long over there in the backstage. We
That's
did do
okay.
a double shot today, and we had Larry Lopez on, so we're very glad that Larry Lopez came on. But we're very happy to have you on, Miss Destiny Navaira. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to be out here with Girasy Desveladas. I know I put the mic in your face over there in Vegas.
That's all right. That's all right.
So talk to us, Destiny. I know Norma's got like 10 million questions. Let's just say there might be people in a cave or in a rock, under a rock, that don't know who Destiny Navaira is. Can you please update them?
Yeah, so my name is Destiny. Hello to everybody from San Antonio, Texas. And I've been in the industry since I was about 15 years old. Um, my uncle is the late Emilio Navaira. My dad is Raulito Navaira. And, just grew up with music. Like I said, after my uncle wrecked, um, he was out for a few years, and my cousins, myself, my dad, my brother, we kind of took over the rest of his tour. That was back in 2008. And since then, I finished high school, I went to college, and when I came back, I kind of told my dad, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. And I began writing, and so I've been in the industry since about 2008. But our first album as a group was Grupo Remedio with my dad and my brother, and that was back in 2016, 15, 16. And then I started my solo career in 2020 as Destiny, and now very proud. I have three full-length albums and two EPs that I've done, and just been in the industry, trying to do my thing, and discovering who I am. As a singer, as a songwriter. With time and with experience and things like that comes a lot. So just very grateful. Just want to say thank you to everybody who's supported me. If you don't know me, go check out my music, my social media. And yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell as far as my musical career.
But you're also, and let's say it, don't be humble. You're also nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, so I got nominated back in 2022 for a Latin Grammy. Unfortunately, we didn't take it home, but just the nomination was such an honor, and we're hoping I think the nominations come out September 16th. We're in the consideration, but we're hoping for a nomination for another Latin Grammy this year.
Amen. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick your bone on that one, mija, because because you also do Christian music.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I started singing. I sing here at a church in San Antonio. It's called Metanoia Church. It is on the west side of San Antonio. If you go a little bit, I'm pretty sure everybody knows where it is. If you go a little bit past Jaime's place, it's down that street. And I've been there for about 3 years. It'll be in 3 years this November. And I'm so happy to say I've been saved by Jesus Christ. And it's something that I'm looking into. And it's something that I love to do. I just got back from church. Right now, I serve 4 services. So if you're ever in the San Antonio area, come check out Metanoia Church every Sunday. We have an amazing pastor, an amazing congregation, and I love it because my mom, she laughs. She's like, of course, God would lead you to the church of the raza. And I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. That's why I feel at home.
Oh, is it Cholo Church?
They do a lot of people have heard of Outcry in the Barrio. They
Yeah.
rehabilitate people on the streets and things like that. And so I'm
Man.
just very blessed to be part
Yes.
of that family. Yeah.
So
Wow.
you are rocking it in God's world.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen.
In God's world.
Amen.
Yep.
I
Yep.
love
Amen.
that. I love that. That is
Wow.
so
Yep.
cool. And is that kind of, I feel it makes you feel like a whole person. I mean, everybody's always just pieces missing at some time or another. But when you get that kind of fellowship like that, I think that kind of makes you feel like a whole person. So maybe you do get the nomination, maybe you don't, maybe you do get on stage, maybe you don't, but you're already as a whole a person, right?
Yeah, God has definitely, I tell people part of my testimony is before, I got saved, I wanted to be famous so bad. And I couldn't understand a lot of the reason why my music wasn't working, or I'm very overachiever. I have very high expectations for myself. And so a lot of the times when I didn't have the things I wanted to, I couldn't understand why. The music was there, the work was there, but God has other plans for you, and He's been able to fill a lot of the things that I used to feel empty with. And of course, we want to be successful, and He wants that for us as well. But there's more important things in life, and I'm just so glad that He's opened my eyes to that as well.
That's so
Wow. That's so powerful. Powerful. Powerful right there. Because you know what? People that are in this industry that don't realize that the gift they have is the gift that God gave them. Not because of you're serving Him for that purpose. And that's the way we are
Yeah.
supposed to see it. And I see that because every time I see you, you're doing something about writing or you're doing something about praising Him. Okay, so when you were in Las Vegas, and people, it was 115 over there, and this girl was running the strip. I saw her. I mean, the good thing, that's how I know you're real because all the makeup, all the glam, all the whatever hoopla, you're still Destiny. And
Yeah.
God loves you for truly who you are, man. And so when you were just running out there and you came back and you were like, I'm gonna be me. And that's what he gives you that strength to be powerful in yourself, in your
Yeah.
shell. And when I saw that, I was like, man, you glow. You glow like a like a light, You come in there and you're walking and you're like, I don't care what people think, but I'm gonna be me. And you went in there and you still rock.
Thank you.
That confidence God gave you, man. And I
All
really
right.
admire that.
All right,
Thank
Norma.
you.
Now I have a question. I have a
Go for it.
question. Now, I grew up where my dad was always on the radio, always on TV. I thought everybody's dad did that. Was that your experience as well? It's like, well, tell us what you experienced as a kid. It had to be very different, and you had to be clueless to how big or what exactly your family meant. How,
Yeah.
how was there a one day when you said, "Oh my goodness"?
So I get this question a lot, and it's so funny. We were always involved with this, so like the stage and stuff was normal to us. Being kids, they would put us up there, and then when we started learning, oh, we can get up there, they couldn't get us off. Um, but the moment that I knew, or people laugh because I tell them the moment that I knew that my dad was like somebody or like something, uh, was at Taco Cabana. We would drive up and all the ladies in the drive-thru would be like, Raulita, and they would give him all these tacos, and I was like, man, this guy is something special. Something is different about him.
I think that's the title
And
of
we
your
anyway,
book.
but that's when I kind of knew, like, yeah, seeing people, react to him that way was always something special, and it still is. I see people, we'll go eat, and I see him kind of like looking, and I'm like, come take a picture with him, like come speak to him, because my father and my uncle in paz descanse, you know, I wish so much that he was still here because um, when get to see my dad light up when people come and talk to him, and you know, with him losing my uncle, he's lost my grandmother, my grandfather. I mean, he's been through so many things.
Yeah.
The joy that the fans bring him is such a blessing, and to see them, you know, light him up, and he lights up when people come and talk to him, and
Oh,
thank him for the songs, or tell him, hey, Rolito, you know, remember this, or I saw this, or whatever. Bring us pictures. I mean, that is just it's such a nice thing to see as a child, you know, seeing their parents. And something that we've always looked up to. I think, you know, the way my dad and my uncle connect with people is what makes them really special.
yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, the video drop that your dad made for Giras y Desveladas
Uh-huh.
is at 248,000.
Yeah.
He just said, "You're watching. This is Raulito. You're watching Giras y Desveladas." That's all the guy said.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and I think people
People
just
were.
they relate and I think that's why it carries down, you know, when I perform with my brother, when my cousins perform with my brother as well. That genuine connection that we have, that's what my dad and uncle taught us, you know. When you get on stage, it's different when it's family. It's different when, you know, you have that connection. We grew up in this, and so I think that's what people feel, and a lot of the times it's like, man, I wish I was like that with my brother, or oh, I'm like that with him, like, you know. So I think it's something, that's what the special thing is about the
They
Navairas. I
feel the
think,
connection. They feel the maybe the familiarity. Maybe just
yeah.
make you feel like family, makes you feel welcome, you know, whatever it is. You all got it. It's special, it's magical.
Thank
I tell
you.
you, it blew me away. It's like what I told Norma. I was like, you know, Raulito's drop has like 248K. He's like, what? No, yeah. And that, all he said was, this is Raulito and you're watching Vidas y Desveladas.
Yeah, he
I
has
mean,
that effect.
wow, wow, wow. So that's something very special, and I love the fact that now, can you have a normalcy? Can you go anywhere and just be normal? Is it possible?
Yeah, you know, I think of course there's people more like, you know, in San Antonio and where there's more Mexicanos, of course, you know,
Right.
that's kind of where he's seen. But yeah, I mean, you know, we go, my sister lives in New York, we go to New York. It's kind of cool. We're like little ants in that world, and you know,
That's
there are places definitely where we can be normal, and I think too people have a respect for him, and you know, you can kind of tell when it's, you know, it's like when you see, I've seen famous people and it's like, you know, when and when is not the time, you know.
yeah,
So people have been really respectful, but like I said, I mean, for the most part, we just really adore fans, and appreciate it
appreciate it.
when they come up, because you know, I know it sounds cliche, but without them, I mean, our family is nothing. So it's just really, we're really grateful for it.
I have a question for you, and it's going to get you out of your norm too. Okay. Because you come from this dynasty of Navailas, Destiny. I'm just wanting to know you, Destiny. Has there been times where you just like, wow, I don't want to do this? Or has there been times where there's conflict? I mean, nobody has a perfect family, honey.
Yeah.
And I know there's sometimes, wow, why do they get acknowledged and I don't? And I'm working hard, and because I see you working, I see you pushing yourself out there. I seen you when you were in Mexico for
Yeah.
what, a whole year or two?
I lived in Monterrey for 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, 3 years. I missed 1 year, I guess. Um, but you have been working hard. What is your statement to outstand? I mean, you're a girl among these men.
Yeah.
Is it hard for you?
You know, I want to say that as I was growing up, that was never like an issue to me. I don't know if it just didn't click in my head, or because I was so used to just competing with boys all the time. That's all we had. It was just normal to me. Of course, as I've gone, yes, it is harder for the girls. I believe it's because I call it the Selena standard. I think that Tejanos hold Selena to this, to the women of Tejano to this Selena standard, as I call it.
Yeah, the
Not a bad thing.
pedestal.
Selena deserves every bit of glory that she gets.
Right.
One of my heroes. I always tell my dad, I feel like I got cheated. She should have been like my madrina or something. But I really feel like that's the issue with the girls. But saying that, as I've gone and I've created my albums and my music, I don't approach it as I'm a woman. I approach it as I'm Destiny. This is who I am. I'm a songwriter. I'm a singer. I don't do the Selena dance. Like I can't. That's not what God gave me. God gave me
Right.
pipes and He gave me a, a songwriting hand. So
Amen.
learning your strengths, I think, is what's helped me. It is hard. We do not get the same opportunities. Of course, there's conflict. My uncle, my dad had it. They fought like brothers fought. Me and my brother fight like brother and sister. My primos, we grew up like brothers and sisters. We all have our conflict, but at the end of the day, we know that this is a professionalism, that we've been taught since we were kids. And at the end of the day, there's nothing too big for us to kind of forgive, of course. God teaches to forgive, we're forgiven. So, of course, there's the issues. And of course, there are days like, what the heck? I moved to Mexico, I did all this stuff. The Latin Grammy nom, for example, when I got nominated, that whole second album, it was during COVID. We wrote the whole album. It was really a difficult time, but I found a way. I found a way to get my album produced. I found a way to get it to another country. I lived there. I lived it. I learned how to speak Spanish. I got to work with amazing songwriters. Aaron Martinez, La Pantera, he's from Grupo La Firma.
Yep.
He has written amazing hits by Intocable, Duelo, I mean, you name it.
Uh-huh.
He's on my album. Mirza Maldonado, her dad wrote Volver, Volver, Hermoso Cariño. Those are my producers, grandsons. Um, I got to work, I did a duet with Jose Adán Esparza, de Grupo Bronco, one of my favorite groups. I mean, I really sought out for what I wanted and I accomplished it. And like I said, learning that sometimes it's not about the crowd reaction or, winning that award. Do I feel like I deserved that Grammy? Yeah,
Yeah.
I do, because it was original, full
I love your
album.
honesty.
I mean, I do deserve
Be
it. And was it
honest. Yeah.
heartbreaking? Was it heartbreaking for me? It was. But at the end of the day, it took me back to this is where I belong. This level of artistry is what I want to be at. I want to be known for that, right? At the time. And so, like I said, of course there's your battles, but I think at the end of the day, especially now knowing Jesus, that's not all it's about. It's about sharing your gift. It's about using your talents to bring people together. And Tejano music is a special thing, and everybody knows. As much as people hate on it, it's a very special. It gives you a special feeling, and that's what I wanted to do through my music. And I think I've done that. For the people who are my true fans, who really listen to my songs, they're like, man, I love this song and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yes, like that's what I want people to feel. So, now my goals have changed a little bit as far as that goes, but um, I just do me. I really try to do me when I'm working on music and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, just growing as a writer and as a performer as well is what I try to focus mostly on.
I want
I
to go
saw
back to your statement about the Selena factor, and I totally get you. I don't have a Selena body, and
We
a
don't.
lot,
We all don't have it.
we don't, and I feel that you're right. It is very rigid. They're like, Well, they're first going to judge you on, oh, well, she doesn't have the body. I don't know if I want to listen. And then maybe if I do listen, well, maybe she doesn't have that great of a range or whatever, or they don't sound like her. I know that you're saying that everybody's kind of really getting, held to such a high standard. Uh, but
Which is not bad.
which is
Which
not
is
bad.
not bad.
Exactly. It's not bad. That is awesome. And we all should do it. But don't discount people's talent because they don't look a certain way. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, it's
that
not even, I don't even think it's so much about the look. To me, and I hate to say it, but the fans right now, they don't want to hear new things.
they don't. I know.
And so for me, I'm not gonna record Selena songs. I'm not gonna record Laura songs. I'm not gonna record Shelly, Elida. And I'll play them at my shows, of course, because they're crowd favorites.
Right.
But as far as me being an artist and releasing music, that's just not what I do. And I'm not
Yeah.
talking
Well,
bad about
I
anybody who
think
record covers.
in general, I think that Tejano fans are kind of stuck, or maybe it's not necessarily the fans, maybe it's the radio stations. I'm not too sure where the issue
A little
is.
bit of everything. A little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, because they're not playing the new artists, and like I mentioned it in another show where I was driving back from Austin back to the Valley, and I caught 99.9. I think it was in Corpus, and they were playing awesome Tejano, and it was not your Ram Herrera, Gary Hobbs, blah blah blah, all your old favorites, which are awesome. But this music was awesome. I'm like, oh my God, I'm listening to new Tejano music and it's awesome. But have I heard it anywhere else? No. Only when I'm when I'm going back and forth from the Valley. That's the only time I get to hear it.
Yeah.
So, it, I don't know. I think it's complicated. I know you all are, the Navaira dynasty. What are your all's thoughts on the state of affairs of Tejano music right now?
I come from a time that I got to see my dad and my uncle in stadiums, in arenas, and so that's my standard. When I think of being a successful artist, that's what I think of. Um, and so it's a little disheartening, right? Because just as much, it's funny because just as much as there's a standard of like I said, the Selena standard, or whatever, there's also a tolerance of mediocrity. And I don't mean to sound harsh, but again, my dad, if I take him a song and it's not good, he's not gonna be like, Mija, that's so good. No, he's gonna tell me that song sucks. Like
You
you
better
need to go
try
back
again.
to the
Go back
drawing
in
board.
there.
Yeah, like go back. And my first album was like that. My first album was trial and error, trial and error. And there's still times where he'll listen to the first album and he'll be like, you shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, oh my God, let it go. That was 6 years ago, you know?
Let
But
it go.
Hey, now you
yeah,
know
let
where
it
you get
go.
that perfectionist.
But that's the way we were raised, right? And so it's disheartening a little bit. But at the same time, like I said, I think that Tejano music right now, we're reminiscing it back to the past and hear those hits and do all of that, which is great. But I
Yeah.
do fear that if we do not um, really start making a move with the new music and having that quality music like Emilio, like Selena, like La Mafia,
Yeah.
like Maz,
Yeah.
then we're gonna kind of stay there, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, luckily I was privileged to have seen those heydays as a kid and meet Pulido in his prime and meet Selena and meet learn from my uncle. I mean, just watching him on stage do his craft, those are images that are burned in my head. And as a singer, I remember like little details of, man, like listen to the way he's doing that. And that's how I grew up. So, you know, again, my case may be a specific case.
No, but I
But
mean, you're right. People do need to hold to some standards. I mean, I hear you. There's a lot. I mean, well, I better be quiet, but about a lot of things. But
Well, can
uh,
I say something? It's not just the people that stop the new artists. I'm just going to be, and trust me, I have an artist as well. And I always say this, just let me say this, it's Norma, not George talking. Um, my thing is,
Viva
you know,
Bell.
Destiny, yeah, got to be honest because that's what the people love, honesty. Um, the thing is that a lot of the radio stations, man, DJ, stand up for your rights, man. If you think that singer's good, man, somehow, psychology, man, put psychology into it, man. If they don't want to
Hmm.
play it today, say, hey, play it tomorrow. Can we play one out of the week? um I think a lot of it deals with the radio stations, the DJs. I mean, not to knock them because they give out good music, man, they
Yeah,
do. But there's some holdups in those little politics, man, gets in the way a lot of times because, yeah, you want to get the numbers, but then how are you going to get the numbers when they leave,
yeah.
when they're
Well,
not here?
and it's such a different time in music too. Radio was definitely a big impact back in the
Hmm.
day, and it's not as much anymore, right? But in our genre, it is. And so yeah, I agree. I mean, at the same time though, well, and you can't even say this because you gotta play songs that hit. So I
Right.
understand why they're still playing Como la Flor and all the things.
but how can
But
they? But it can't be a hit if nobody hears it.
exactly. So, but that's also on the artist too nowadays of pushing, on digital platforms
That's true.
and playlists and things like that. That's a whole nother ballpark
A whole nother.
Yeah.
that we gotta, really look at too. But again, I think it's the quality of music. I mean, my prime example is Intocable. They have stood the test of time and they've
Yes.
modernized with what's going on. La Mafia, they have stood
Yeah.
the test of time and they keep going and keep going. And so you've got to get to that point of artistry and decide, are you going to be an artist like those guys? Or are you going to just be a singer that just wants to make a countdown or whatever. You got to
Or
decide.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You got to decide. And
It,
so
it's
it's
true.
a
It is a different environment right now.
different ballpark.
Well,
Yeah.
there's so much competition out there. You have to be in a different in a different area. You need
Yeah.
to stand what
Yeah.
is your priorities in that business. You
Yeah.
got to make the
And it
decision.
is. It is. And it depends where you want to go, right? I mean, if you're
Yeah.
cool with doing, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you're cool with doing the clubs and you're cool with doing, the festivals and things like that, and that's all you want to do, then, by all means, more power to you. But you have to decide that. And it's like this whole Karol G thing, right? That's going on right now
Oh
of
yeah.
Pete Studio wrote a song for Karol G. It's Tejano, it's cumbia, it sounds like Selena. She already did one like that. The Mi ex tenía razón, like she already did that. So I don't understand really what the big deal is. I mean, good for Pete,
That's all I
again,
thought. That's all I thought. Good for Pete because he's gonna get his BMI award.
good for Pete. I don't think it changes the Tejano industry.
Mm,
Frontera, same thing.
a
They're
lot.
they
Can
are
I put it?
Tejanos.
Can I put it
Um,
out there? It's all about
yeah,
status. And music
it's all
is
about
not
me
about
now.
status. It's about putting music out there that is amazing.
Yeah, and
And
and it's okay. I mean, it's cool. I think it's cool that Karol G has a song that sounds like Selena, If anything, hopefully, I'm hoping that the Apple Music will be like Destiny Navaira, artists like Karol G, move me towards
yeah.
that. If anything, I think that's it. It really doesn't matter to me whether she's recording Tejano, Norteño, whatever. Um, Again, it's an issue porque hay envidia, and it sucks that we're like
Oh
that.
my gosh! Don't even go there
It
about
sucks
the
because
envidia.
we're
That's
because
so
we're like
sad.
that. We're like that. Así
Hijo de
somos. And
su máquina.
it's unfortunate, and I've learned, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, and I'm very competitive. I want to be number one. Whatever I'm doing, I don't care. Put me in a freaking science fair, and I'm gonna do the best thing. Like that's just who
I'm
I
gonna make
am,
the best volcano.
Right. That's just who I am. Like that's who I am. So when I got in here, I had to sit myself down and be like, hey, there are other girls coming up too. Like, and that's okay, you know? And luckily, I've never had feud with any of the girls. I'm very good friends with, when I was starting, it was me, it was Isabel, it was Monica, it was Megan Chapa, it was, a circle of girls. And
Yes.
for me, if we were performing together, was I going to sing the best I could? Of course. But, it was never a malicious competition. For me, it's a
Yeah,
healthy
just
competition of
yeah,
how can you
healthy.
push me and how can I push you?
Yeah, right. They're pushing everybody to be better, each other to
Yeah,
be better.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
But let me ask you a question. And now that you open that door to Pandora, you know that I've seen in the business. I mean, I can have friends. Okay, so you have acquaintances, you have friends, and then you have sisters and you have girlfriends.
Yeah.
Um, I know you pick your friends wisely because a lot of times, like you said, there's envidia, there's all this stuff. Um, but in the business, I see that there's not many people that can say they're friends,
Yeah.
and which that
Um,
is so sad. It kind of, and I can imagine it probably hurts you too because being. I mean, I'm not the best. Hey, people, I'm not the best Christian, but God, when you get me out there, I'm gonna tell you straight out. And a lot of people know how I am. I'm straightforward,
yeah.
but because it hurts my heart to hear that, to see other people tearing each other down instead of uplifting what we're supposed
Yeah.
to be doing in this genre. I mean, why are we pushing it down? And it makes us look like we're the ones that are bad.
Yeah.
Mexicanos. I'm just
Yeah.
speaking out for Mexicanos. Um, Probably in the same genre of the other country, whatever. But some of the times I see them, we should be at a different plateau or the same plateau as everybody else. But we're not. We tend to grind each other down somehow,
Yeah.
some way.
I saw a big difference when I lived in Mexico. I worked with a lot
Gonna
of
ask
girls
you
over
about that.
there, and I never felt that
I know. They're so loving. They're so
tension.
wanting to help.
I did saga I did saga Yeah, I did Sagar desde el bar, and I did it with the singer of LMT, Ingrid Lozano, and La Morocha. She's a singer from Monterrey.
Wow.
And man, I didn't feel that. Like I said, of course, was I gonna sing the best I could? Of course, but so were they. You know what I mean? But that
Right.
was like a thing that was understood.
Yeah.
Um, I think here in the Tejano world, it just gets pit. And again, going back to the Selena standard,
Mhm.
oh, she's the next Selena. Oh, she's the next Selena. It doesn't
Yeah.
help.
Doesn't it feel like
Um,
everybody's just waiting for the next Selena? I swear to God, it feels that way.
I
And it's
mean,
like, is she? And if you even sing one Selena song, they're like, oh, you're not Selena, girl. Oh, de volada te
yeah.
cortan. You
Well,
know,
I've been also blessed in that area of my all the women of Tejano have reached out to me, and you know obviously I've known them growing up, Shelly, Stephanie, all of them, but Elida had really took me under her wing, and when I was starting my solo career, we'd have monthly calls, and she'd be like, hey, like maybe you
mentor.
should try this, or you need to look for this, or whatever. And we still have that relationship, which I'm very grateful for.
Amen.
So I never felt that from the pioneers of that.
I feel
um
like that it's more the men that are the
yeah.
most criticones. Sorry, men.
Well, and a lot of it, honestly, and I hate to say it, but it's just crybabies. Like all the controversial posts that you see, if you're mad about something, to me, if I'm mad about something or I don't think something is good, then I'm just gonna come out with something better. Like to me, I'm not gonna write this big post of, oh, nobody listens to my music, or it's because I'm not frontera, or it's because I'm not garochi. No, just do something better. Like if it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good, you know? And I think that's a big problem we have too. We want to complain, we want to cry about it. That's not how it works. You can cry all
Yeah,
you want, but it ain't
just
gonna put you
just work.
on that level that you need. You just gotta work for sure.
Hey, isn't there a song that cry if you want to?
It's my
It's
party.
my party. I'll cry if I want to.
I have to
No,
ask.
no,
Gotta make
cry
it
me
in
a river.
Spanish.
Cry
You
me
gotta
a
make.
river.
Crimea River. I have to ask you. I'm noticing what you've got a tattoo on your hand when you move. What is that?
This is just a. I've got a few tattoos. This is a flower. I actually, when I first got it, it was my Uncle Emilio's signature. And
Oh,
I would go every year and on his death day and redo it. But when he hit the 10-year mark, you know, we've really grown into something else and taken from his root. So I got some flowers just to kind of represent that,
oh,
the growth from him. And you can kind of see the signature right there if you
yeah.
really look at it. But I
Yes.
went ahead and put some flowers on it just because, I feel like there's been so much growth since he's been gone. And it's because of him. I'll always have, that root to go back to. But I really felt like it was time, to um, just kind of show that, we've not overcome it, of course. We miss him every day, but we've taken everything that he gave us and really just kind of flourished as much as we can. So
Oh, I mean, it's just that your loss is it's such so many different levels. Your loss personally, of course, he was your uncle, your dad's brother, and then there was the giant loss that he was a musician. He was,
yeah,
he was one of the giants of
yeah,
along with your dad,
yeah.
and so there's losses at all different levels, I'm glad to hear that at the 10-year mark you kind of just not that you'll ever get over it, of course not that your dad will ever get over it, but it evolves, right? The pain evolves into something
Yeah,
positive, I guess.
it does.
Okay.
And he's always here with us. Believe me, everywhere I go, I'm like, can you leave me alone? He literally is always like something is always there. So
So now
That's
I'm gonna go back to when you used to. Do you remember? And I know because I remember when you used to come on the live and do. Yeah, I was writing today. All your little journals. Do you think that
yeah,
was therapeutical for you? That you were going through these things.
yeah,
That
for
helped you so
sure.
much.
For sure, songwriting, singing is a therapy for me. Now that I'm doing praise and worship, it's always been my goal as a singer to make people feel, right? My grandpa, when I was a kid, and we would sing, he would say, "Mija, sing that song like it just happened to you," and that's always something that that I carried with me. And so that's what I prided myself in, making people feel, and that's what I wanted. Now that I do praise and worship, um, I'm serving as this bridge,
Yeah.
people to God, to get to God, and it's a whole different, an entire new level of connecting.
And it's
And
almost like a
so,
race that you're trying to
yeah,
get as many people to know who he is.
yeah. So
ladies, I need to pause, guys. I'm not kidding. I'm so into this conversation. I've totally ignored everybody that's coming on here. So sorry. So sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna shout out names: Lydia Flores,
Please.
Dorothy Martinez, Luis Baker Fernandez, George Vences, Dimas Lopez. Uh, let's see. Here we go.
Lydia.
Lydia Flores, yes. Dimas Lopez, who else? George Vences, Roger Jaylin, Yanas, Ambrose Peterson, Roger Jaylin. Oh, here we go. And who else? Fabian Peña, guys. And if I didn't say your name, I'm so sorry. I promise you, Mela Abrego, I promise you, I am like just hanging on every word of hers that I'm not even
Yeah.
paying attention, guys. So sorry. Luis Garcia, Carlos P. Garcia, Joe
Carlos.
Leal, guys. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice you
Go
guys
in the
in there.
house.
Gracie Martinez, Johnny Riojas, Jesse Torres, of course, was earlier. Luis Garcia, Sirius Tejano. You know what? And this is, for me, it's a learning moment, and to hear you talk about yourself and your experience, I'm enthralled. I'm enthralled. I've never met you. I can only imagine what your life has been like. So to hear you talk about your experience, it's great to know. It's great to hear it, because not only for me, I'm sure for everybody else that doesn't, you can only imagine how
Yeah.
what the experience has been like, but hearing it from you, that's a whole different level of experience. And like, I didn't know you did praise and worship, so now I want to hear your praise and worship songs, and
Yeah.
so piquing the interest, and if not just me, then I'm just like everybody else. So everybody else has been like, I've never heard Destiny song, and why don't we hear that one, and why don't we hear that one? So yeah, sorry guys that I'm not paying attention to. I've been listening. And look, and this is what else I was doing, because Gigi's got ADHD, she's like all over the place. This is what I got.
Hi, I'm Destiny Navaira, and you're watching Giras y Desveladas podcast.
Woo! Thank Beautiful. And then and you have, I think, 14,000 views. I don't know. You have a lot of views too. But your dad, cállate la boca, your dad. This is all he said. This is almost 250K views right here.
Hola raza, les habla Raulito Navaira and you're watching Giras y Desveladas. ¡Hoy!
Woo! That's it.
Gotta throw
It's the
that.
grito at the end that does it.
Yes. He's
And
such a
this,
awesome man. He's a jokester for one.
Yeah.
Loves to joke. When I met him, he was sitting, well, we were sitting at the bar. That's when we all met. And he was in the back and he's like, no, pues quién eres ustedes? That was like, it was shocking because everybody was coming where I was sitting. It's because that, and you saw me, I was kind of messed up, dragging my leg, but I was trying to get you, girl. I was trying to get you, get your dad. Um, I was like, no, I'm good. Because that's how amazing you are to me. I really admire who you are,
Thank
and you
you.
stand up for self-worth, and that is a big thing. And plus you stand up God's gracious love, and
Yes.
that's powerful, girl, because
Amen.
we do need that in this world. um my thing is, when you were in Monterrey, or when you were in Mexico, there's so many great artists out there, which I got Luis Baker on the line right there. My boy is coming to Milwaukee. You were in
Yeah.
Milwaukee as well. Um, that's when I first saw you. Out of that performance in the Northwest, what was your intake from our area? Because really, some of the
Um,
people didn't know who you were.
yeah. So we had actually done the Milwaukee Fest with my dad, I think in
Mhm.
2018. I think we did it. Y también I have familia out there, so un saludo para toda la familia Ramirez out there. All the Ramirez. If your last name is Ramirez, we're probably cousins. So I can't marry nobody from Pearsall, Dilly, I-35 South down. I can't. Um, but we've got some family out there. So to go back with my brother, just us two, first of all, an accomplishment because we didn't have to take my dad this time. And not that we didn't want to, it's just, that proves our growth
Yes.
of what we've done. And man, first of all, I'm so jealous of you guys for the weather, number one.
And we're by
And
the
number
lake when they do that Milwaukee Fest.
beautiful, beautiful. And number two, we always have a great time, and it's just so nice to meet people from different areas that love this music and that love our family. Everywhere I go, I'm so lucky. Once they find out, who my dad is or who my uncle is, um, we just get received with so much love, and I appreciate it, and I see it as, man, like this music life, it's not easy, but again, God covers us with his grace that my uncle and my dad have made such an impact on people that it carries on to us. And my uncle and my dad have taught us, my grandpa too, capture the people's hearts. That's how you do it. And it's genuine. It's a genuine connection that we make with people. And so to just to everybody that comes up to us and tells us a story or whatever, it really does mean a lot to us. So we really love it. And I we have to, we had a little too much fun in Milwaukee that last time. um let's just say the second performance we were sweating. But it was so much fun. And
people
we love to see it.
people don't realize you get 5 states coming in. You get Michigan,
Yeah.
Ohio, Chicago, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Some people come from Idaho. Some people fly in from Texas just to go
Hmm.
in there
It's
because
beautiful.
it's that big. And people don't understand it. You even get people from Canada coming in,
I'm a
Detroit.
little bit upset this year that we're not going because Bronco's playing, and I wish I would have been there. I'm a
Yes,
Bronco girl for life.
Broncos
there's
playing.
a there's a lot.
Sunday.
It's a lot of people. I had it written down on my cheat sheet, but that's when I first saw you, and you were
Your what?
chiquita. You were chiquita when you went on stage with your
Yeah.
brother. It was so crazy to see how you have revolved in your maturity in this business. So that's why I have to give you props, girl.
Thank
You
you. Thank
have
you.
revolved into being a great young lady.
Thank you so much.
And you
Yeah,
know what?
it's
I give you high respects because you're very modest in your appearance. And that speaks volume for you, girl, because you use your vocals like I've been saying. I love
thank
all the
you.
other artists, don't get me wrong, but I really admire that you keep yourself for your voice.
Thank
And I
you.
know you
Yeah.
work hard. You work hard on image because that's what the business calls for, but you are real who you are. So thank you. Thank you for, like, I'm not a Coca-Cola body, but I'm a 2 liter body.
I'm like the 20-ounce bottle.
I had to
It's
throw
still
that one
Coca
in
Cola.
there.
I'm like that big Dr. Pepper, the little bigger one, you know?
Hey, I'm that monito that they sell in Mexico with the girl, the gordita with the little bikini and the
That's me,
mole
yeah.
right here. That's me.
I love it. I love it.
Uh,
Yeah,
don't bring me one, Luis. Don't bring me one. I don't need it.
it's been,
Luis wants to know what to play in Milwaukee. ¿Qué nos recomienda tocar en
Oh,
Milwaukee?
there you go, Destiny.
pues toda la música tejana les gusta, no le importa lo que hay, nomás si es la música tejana van a cantar, sin problema. Y lo
Yeah.
bonito de Milwaukee es que también pueden cantar la música mexicana, porque ellos también
Hay muchos
conocen a
There's
mexicanos.
a
esa
lot.
música.
Chicago.
Yeah, yeah.
Chicago's in the house.
Mhm.
I've got Celeste Escobar up and rising. What do you want to tell to all our younger ladies that are getting into this business, Destiny?
Just be yourself, and I know that sounds cliche, but be who you are. You know, if that's sparkly, then be sparkly. You know, if it's not, it's about you. The people are gonna be drawn to you when you're truly yourself. And that's something that I learned. You know, even writing music was. I don't want to sound like that. You know, it may be a sound that I want, but um, it's gonna come out as me. So I think you need to have a team, a good team around you. You need to learn how to be. It's hard because you know mostly like to run a band is a big thing and it's hard. It's
My God.
difficult. Um, my sister, we tried to take her on the road when she was younger. She is not a
Not having it.
musician. She sings, but she's not a musician. She's like, why do you like to be in a van with stinky boys all weekend? And I'm like, I don't know, girl. Like, I don't know, but it's tough,
I'm
you know.
good.
So just keep pushing. I mean, a lot of things aren't gonna work, but that's okay. You just pivot and you make it work, you know. Also just to be careful. Not everybody's on your team and you've gotta
Yeah.
you don't want to live in, oh well, I can't, not that way, but when something doesn't feel right, it's probably
Trust your
because it's
gut.
not.
Trust your gut.
Listen to your family, listen to the people who really love you because they're telling you for a reason. So I would just say that and just keep on working. Like I said, it's not about Karol G putting out the Tejano song. It's about what are you as an artist gonna put out? What do you want to be known for? How do you want the people to see you? I think is the biggest lesson I've learned.
Yeah.
Awesome. So okay, I've been asking several people this question, and me because I've coming. I don't know if you know who my dad is. My dad is Juan Guerrero. He wrote the song "Ya te vi, ya te vi, ya te vi," that one,
Yeah,
and a lot of other songs. And I always watched him create his own songs right in front of our eyes. And now we've got AI doing that in 2 minutes.
I know it.
Hmm.
And for me, it's like this: there's a certain disrespect there for all the true artists and truly talented um, people who create this out of their being, out of their soul, and all of a sudden you push a button and you've got several versions of a song just
Right.
because you told it, you prompted it to say, sing a song
Yeah.
about me having a Coca-Cola shape. I don't know, whatever, right? And
Right.
it brings it out. uh how do you feel about that, you being a songwriter yourself? I really am I feel like there should be, because I've heard it already, because you can hear already, right? You can tell there's like you could tell when it's AI. So I would say, this is my point of view, so I'm going to ask you yours. My point of view would be, if you're going to do that, be honest and say, this is, I don't know, maybe I am an AI composer, or I am an AI music content creator. There's got to be like a different way to say it, because it's innovative in itself. It's a kind of art, but it's not like coming from you. It's
Yeah.
mechanics and that. What are your takes on that? And because it's in our face already.
So I think that, there definitely is going to have to be some kind of division of how and like with the Grammys, when you submit, they know. And AI stuff is not considered for certain categories. I think they have a category for it.
Oh, they do.
I want to say, or something, there's some kind of rule.
Yeah.
But as a songwriter, I think if we use it correctly, um, it can be a great help. I think that I wouldn't be against you going to AI with an idea already, with a melody, more help with lyrics, I think.
Right.
But as far as the AI recordings, of course, for me, I don't think that that's acceptable.
Well, that's
Only
what I think.
because,
Some of it is really good, but I would say, okay, be honest and say, this wasn't me. This was
yeah, of course,
my
of course.
prompt of a. This is my. That's why I say maybe there should be an AI music content creator category or something, because
Well, it's crazy to know that some of the songs you hear, you're like, dang, that's a good song, and they're like, it's a robot.
Right.
That's
yeah,
that's that's kind of crazy.
because once I
Um,
started, yeah.
I
it's
go back
crazy.
to what your grandpa said, your grandma. I want to give props to them because you know what? Without them, with their stability of guidance in their parenthood, your
Yeah,
father and your father and your uncle wouldn't have been
yeah,
raising a destiny of Navaidas, man. But I go back to your grandpa. You have to feel it. How are you going to
yeah,
experience something that you can't feel? And it's coming. Don't knock it. I don't say no, because like the next generation, they're using a lot of AI for music. My daughter does.
yeah,
Um so apparently that's supposed to be the easiest way. But like I told her, you got to think out of the box. Your experience is not the same person's experience.
yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
think I think that technology, like I said, I think it can help. But yeah, it's never gonna have the feeling of
Right.
of of a human, right? Of that emotion.
They
Yeah.
have to. How are you going to replicate it when you go on stage?
Yeah, you better be able to sing, right? I know it. Yeah. Yeah. And that's where the test comes out. That's where the
Yeah.
true test comes out is you can hear a song, but when they get on stage, you're like, what happened?
Well,
Um,
wait a minute.
what happened, you know?
We,
And
there's a disconnect here.
there's something's not matching up. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a great tool. I think it's a great tool to have, especially like for me, like for demos.
Yeah,
I don't mind using it for demos. This is what I want it to sound like. Okay, now let's go back in the studio and do it, and you know
right.
what I mean? But as far as writing and stuff, yeah, I mean, it takes away. It takes away for
I
sure.
think so too. Yeah, yeah. And the reason I'm telling you because I did my research. I was, you know what? Okay, fine. Let's. What is this? What's going on here?
Yeah, yeah,
And I prompted it, and it gave. I prompted some stuff, and it gave me a song. Okay, and then I said, okay, translate it to Spanish, and it was not translated correctly. So yeah, and so then so now I know exactly what it does. So I am like, I can hear it. Like when somebody, I can tell an AI song. I mean, maybe not
yeah,
100% of the time, but right, and you're like, oh, yeah, you know,
yeah, for
it's
sure, for
interesting.
sure.
But and like I said, that's fine. Like you said, that's fine if you use it as a tool. But be honest. Don't say I am a writer. I'm a composer. I did this composition. Don't say that if that's not true.
Yeah,
That's where I get like, I don't know.
yeah. I mean, and how do you monitor it, right? I mean,
Right.
I think that again, it's a personal choice, and
It's a personal choice.
the truth is always exposed at the
Yes.
end of the day. So
True,
Okay,
true.
so now Norma's going through another phase for you, Destiny. Your health. So your health. Okay. You're beautiful no matter what. But you have been exercising and you have been losing weight.
yeah,
And I've been behind you with your journey because hey, like I said, I'm a 2 liter, not no Coca-Cola. But hey, I'm happy with me, even
yeah,
though I would like to be a little thin. Okay, a lot thin, but hey, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do all this
What are you
stuff.
gonna do?
I'll ride my bike like I said I did when I hear my interviews. But how are you doing really on your health? Your health.
yeah. So I've my weight is always something I struggle with, and I've talked about this.
Yeah.
I was a big girl. I mean, I still feel like I'm a bigger girl. But I always tell my dad, thanks for this linebacker back, Dad. Um, but I was,
Genetics.
yeah. Oh my gosh, these Navaira genes, they don't play. Um, and so I always felt, honestly, I was not even phased by it until I really started getting into the industry.
Yeah.
Um, Even when I was at my biggest, I did not care. To me, it was my voice, right? For me, that's what it was musically.
Right.
But back in when I was already a bigger girl, like I said. After my uncle died, I went through a really hard time.
Mhm.
My parents split at that time too. It was a lot of things going on, and I gained a lot of weight. I was at my biggest. And in 2018, we went on the Hanos in Paradise cruise. And when I got off the cruise, drinking was a big problem. I was eating whatever I wanted. And I got off and I was like, I can't do this. I need to go to the gym tomorrow. And I'm very that kind of person that if I decide something, I'm doing it. So from 2018 to 2020, I lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
And but it was really hard. I mean, literally I would eat lettuce like salad with no dressing, just like lemon juice, lemon pepper, like it was rough. But I did it. And I went to Mexico and I kept off a good amount of that weight. Over there is just healthier food. Um,
No preservatives. A lot of the chemicals are out. Yeah.
exactly, healthier lifestyle. Um, and then when I moved back to Mexico, from Mexico, coming here in the first 6, 7 months, I gained like 30 pounds back.
All the
So
Mexican, the
everything,
taqueritas.
Mexican, Whataburger, all the things, right?
Oh God. Yeah.
So I came back and I gained weight again. And I had been back and forth in Mexico working with some people with my health thing because I had had such a dramatic weight loss. I had had skin removed. I had like 20 pounds of skin removed when I first moved over there. And so whatever, I had been working with clinics and things like that. I visited Mexico back in 23, and with one of the companies, it's called Health Sin Fronteras. Um, they were like, Destiny, why don't you get the gastric sleeve? And I was like, no, dude, like I'm scared, like I don't want to do surgery, whatever. So I came back. I was one trip. I came back, and that March of 23, I got diagnosed with diabetes. I knew that I had it probably, but I hadn't been diagnosed. So I got diagnosed. I got on metformin, all those glipizide, all the things, and man, it made me sick. I hated it. So I started working out. I had always been working out, but it was hard to lose weight here. I visited Mexico again, and the man who owns the company had the gastric sleeve. And man, I saw him and I was like, "Is that you?" I couldn't recognize him. And that's when I decided, you know what, this is something that I have to do. More for the diabetes was
Yeah.
that's what scared me. My dad struggles with it. My grandmother ultimately passed away from it. And my grandfather, my whole family has it. And so I got it back done in November of 24. And I'm down about 75 pounds. I
Wow.
fluctuate back and forth. But I also have picked up running in the gym. So I maintain it. I'm eating better. And of course, you don't eat as much, but it's a lifestyle change. And so right now I'm doing pretty good. I slacked a little bit in July. After I ran Vegas, I was like, I'm not running no more. And so I slacked a little of July, but I'm back on it. And it's like anything. You just have to put your mind to it, and I'm very open about it because I don't want people to feel ashamed. Diabetes is not something to play with. And so I had the opportunity to get that surgery done, and it's changed my life. And God has blessed me with, I can take a lot of pain. I can take a lot of, my body is very strong. And so it was not a hard surgery for me. It was not a hard recovery. It was more the discipline. But I wasn't ready for it back when they wanted me to get it until I had made up my mind. And so, to anybody looking at that, I recommend it. I do, but you have to be mentally ready
Yeah.
as well. So thank you, Jesus. I'm doing good. I definitely want to lose a little bit more weight, but it's not as much pressure anymore. So I enjoy the running. I enjoy the gym, and it's an expensive hobby. Headphones, shoes, all the
It
things,
is all that outwear.
All the
but I love
Lululemon.
it. Yeah,
The
I'm like I'm at the
bandana.
Nike. I'm at the Nike outlet. Like, what am I doing here? But I love it. I do love it, and thank you for asking about that because I do like to share it. I'm not ashamed. Um, weight has always been a struggle for me, and it probably will be my whole life.
Well, it is for
Um,
a lot of Hispanics, and as a matter of fact, diabetes is something that is runs rampant in our culture.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're speaking out about it. As a matter of fact, because of diabetes, I've had it for over 20 years, and now I'm at stage 4 liver disease, and they tell me that I need the surgery, but I'm
yeah,
scared. I'm scared.
yeah, and it
So
is scary. It is scary, but it's hard. It's also hard to keep a good diet, even eating healthy is expensive. It's expensive.
yeah.
It's tough. It's tough, but um,
And it's not only
definitely,
that. It's because we have a lot as well. Fast foods. Oh, I could get a pick taco and I won't have to cook at home. Why waste money? It's right there. I
yeah,
mean, we're spoiled. We can say that we're spoiled
we
here.
are, we are for
So
sure, for
Yeah, it
sure. But
is.
it's been, like I said, it's been ups and downs, like everything. But I feel like I'm on the right track, and I'm grateful.
Oh
I
no.
and hey,
And
just
God
because
said, and God said, this is where it ends. This is where
hey,
this interview ends.
and
Oh
I was gonna
man.
ask her about her love life. Darn
Like
it.
no, I am not kidding you. I have loved all my interviews with Girasy Desveladas, but this one, I don't know why. Maybe I don't know why. I'm like so enthralled with everything that she's saying. Uh I love
Yep.
this interview. Thank you, Norma, for
Hey,
getting a hold
you
of
know,
Destiny.
I'm telling you, I love my artist. I love all my artists. And hey, if I haven't got a hold of you, Trust me, I will get a hold of you. I will.
Yes. Thank
I,
you.
it's just I had a lot of things come above the last 3 months. 3 months,
Yeah.
guys. That's why I know this girl, how she believes in God. I believe in God. Um, there has been challenges, people. Challenges. For 3 months I had challenges, one after another. But you know what? I stand on God's word that He is faithful. He is faithful.
Sorry.
Hey,
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 I
we're
don't
hey,
know
like,
what
that's
hey.
God telling
happened.
us to
No,
cut it already.
hey.
She said,
What was funny is that I was gonna ask you your personal life. Hey, do you have a boyfriend? Boom, it cuts off
Boom.
right.
You're like, look,
Okay,
watch her go like this. Click.
that was you,
I'm
Destiny. Oh,
sorry,
she's gonna
Stan.
ask me a rough one next.
that is funny,
Technical
y'all.
difficulty. Sorry.
That is hilarious.
Uh, no,
No, I'm single.
enjoy life,
But
girlfriend.
yeah,
Enjoy
I'm
life.
single. I do want to get married. I do want kids. But right now it's just I don't think God wants me there yet. But I do want that. But I am single. You can tell how many boyfriends I've had by how many albums I have. Every album is
You
either a
have 20
breakup
albums now?
or
You have 20
whatever.
albums?
No. I do thank my boyfriends of the past for all the
For
songs
all
I've
the
written.
material? For all the
Yeah,
material?
pretty much. And
Don't
it's
tell them
funny.
they're gonna want some royalties.
Yeah, they're gonna want the royalties.
No,
Oh, girl, we've been there
no,
before.
no.
And I want to. It's funny though now, that I'm on this walk with God. I've been trying to write like breakup songs and like things like that, but I can't
They're
He
because
not
won't
in you.
allow
I'm
you.
not
They're
pissed
not.
off.
I love that. They're not in you
Not
anymore.
allow you. He
They're
doesn't
not.
Oh,
allow it.
I love that.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, God, well, you take control of the pen because
But
it's
you
not
know
coming
what?
out.
Because
What comes out of the mouth, you do not confess,
you
Yeah,
girl.
know,
You know that.
wait,
Woo-hoo.
Destiny, because your new love is God, and that's what you're supposed to be
it
writing
is.
about.
It is. Yeah. And I have some things that I'm gonna announce at the end of the year that I'm really excited about. And we have um we have the cruise coming up, the Palominos 35th. I'm hosting that cruise with the Palominos, the Aguilares. They're doing a tribute to the Aguilares and the official Emilio Navaira tribute, as well as Mike Aguilar and the Coops. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So people don't know, but us and the Aguilares, the Navairas and the Aguilares, we're really tight. And so it's like going to be a family vacation.
Aww.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we're
when
really
is that gonna
excited.
happen?
Yeah,
That
when and where and all that.
um
Give us all the details.
so we port out of Galveston November 2nd through the 5th. 2nd through the 5th. And man, it's or 2nd through the 7th. I'm sorry. November 2nd through the 7th.
How
And
can people get a hold of? Do you have a contact for that so I can post it? So they, in case
yeah,
you want.
I'll send you the flyer, but if you just go to the Palominos page, it's on there. The 35th anniversary of the Palominos.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be this year.
This year, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I can't,
Yep.
girl.
Yeah, it's this year.
Oh man, that's
So
gonna be a good one. That is
yeah,
gonna be a good one. Woohoo!
yeah.
Man, you guys gonna rock that boat. Rock the boat. Yeah, baby.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun and you know, just
Okay,
really
okay, Destiny.
I'm
Look. Please help me.
yes.
I don't like cruises. I'm scared.
Girl, it's not scary.
Convince somebody like me to go on a cruise. I mean, it sounds fun. I'll be like, ooh, that sounds great. It's like, oh, cruise, no,
No,
no.
honestly, it's so much fun. It's the ultimate vacation. You go to 3 spots. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. You don't have to drive. You literally walk up to
So,
get food. I mean, it's literally like adult Disneyland on a boat, you know? It's so much fun. You get the music. You meet great people. Um, Now the movement, yeah, you can kind of feel it, but it's nothing dramatic. It's nothing unless you really have bad,
Tequila.
bad, bad motion sickness. Yeah, and if you're drinking tequila, you're the one rocking, not the boat. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
all right. Well, yeah, I think you might have sold me on.
It's gonna be
Don't
a
cook,
great
don't
time.
clean, don't. That's my lifestyle right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Well, we're going to wrap it up because I know you got to get rest, girl. But you know what? Really, from the bottom of my heart. Oh no, to the top of my whole heart. Thank you, dear. Thank you. You know, you're young and you can conquer the world. Don't get married. Go on trips. Enjoy. Go see what I never got to see. Okay? That's what I
Thank
tell my
you.
kids. Because you only have one life. And then when you get married, you settle down and have your
Yeah.
babies. But you
Yeah.
enjoy them. Okay?
Thank
That's
you.
from a 60-year-old lady.
Thank you so
You're
much.
Okay?
60, Norma. You
I'm
look
going to be
great for 60, Norma.
61. I'll be 61. Hey, I'm
Like
not
the like
ashamed.
that.
You're
I'm
at a
not
beautiful 61, Norma.
Hey,
ashamed.
like that Kevin Hart video when he's like, "Damn."
That's right. Hey, but I didn't feel damned when I was like, what was I? Not Nostradamus, the other one, the
Oh,
Hunchback of
the,
Notre Dame.
the Hunchback of Notre
Hey,
Dame.
Igor, I was Igor, man. I was like, holy cats. And George is like,
I know.
hey, Destiny, George was saying, do you want me to get you a wheelchair? And I said, what? Are you crazy? I'm not old yet and I'm not dead. Come on, dang it.
And see, all those video drops, that was our plan. Norma and I were going to be all over the place getting video
I
drops,
love
but
that.
Norma dropped the ball and left
Oh,
Gigi to her own devices.
That's all right, girl.
yeah, it was because I still was getting my interview with this girl
Yeah,
because she was amazing.
I love
Thank
that.
Amazing,
you.
amazing.
Yes. Thank you, Norma, for hooking us up with Destiny and with Girasy Desveladas podcast, me podcast, and Su podcast. Um, I have to tell you, I love all my guests because I learned something from everybody.
Yeah.
But I think you have such a unique experience in this industry, and I think people have a lot to learn from you.
Thank
And
you.
and you're not afraid to say it, and that's important. That's very important.
Thank
So
you.
thank you for that. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your life with us and our everybody watching. Because I mean, I feel very privileged that we did. I feel very
Oh,
privileged
thank
that we did.
you. No,
And
thank you guys. Thank you guys,
we
Hey,
and thank you to all
I just wanted to know about you, girl, because you know you got Entourage right behind you, but Destiny needs to be Destiny.
yeah,
That's my thing.
thank
And
you.
you are an amazing, amazing young lady.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much.
Oh
And
wait, tell your dad to get on the show because we have the Recuerdo show because I started the show with all the legends. Legends. So
yes,
now we need to get
yes.
Okay.
on. If he got 258K with just saying this is Giras y Desveladas, imagine if he actually does a whole interview.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get him on
Oh
here. No worries. No worries.
yes. And your brother, I missed your I didn't even get a drop from your brother. I saw him pass by. I was like, hey, that's Rigo. Excuse me, Choom. He was running by.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I love this interview. I love everything that you shared with us, and lots I
Yeah,
feel that you didn't have to share with us, but you did, and that says a lot about you. You're an open book, and that speaks volumes as an artist, that we can all learn from. So thank you so much for doing this for us and speaking your mind. That's very important. It's Celeste says Destiny Navaira fire. That
Oh,
is
thank you.
exactly right. Yes.
right.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. Closing, any parting words for everybody, Miss Destiny Navaira?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody again. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes. This weekend coming will be in Monterrey, Nuevo León. Vamos a estar en Santiago, Nuevo León, un festival. It's called Grill Master Festival or something in Santiago. Entonces, para toda mi gente de Monterrey, por favor, if you get a chance to come say hi. And then coming up in, let's see, August, September. I believe we've got a couple shows here in San Antonio. And then November is the cruise. November 2nd through the 7th, the Palominos 35th will be on there. I'll be hosting yours truly, and we're going to have a great time. So, muchas gracias a todos. Por favor, sígueme en todas las redes sociales. Follow me. Check out my music on the digital platforms. And like I said, I've got some big announcements coming out at the end of the year. I know I've been a little bit quiet. We're hoping for the Grammy nom. And then, but we're gonna be making some announcements. And I just thank you guys for inviting me, and to all my people, in the music and all my colleagues and people coming up and doing all the things. Good luck to everybody. And
Yeah.
I always now, just
Good
want
luck,
to
but I'm
share.
gonna be better than you, right?
Good luck.
Good luck, 'cause I'm
Good
coming. No,
luck
I'm
because I'm
just
coming.
kidding.
I'm working.
My
Um,
way.
no, but I just want to say thank you to God, and I give him all the glory.
Amen. Yes.
So if you haven't given your heart to Jesus, make sure that you know, if you need to explore that route, if you haven't tried God, try God, because he changes your whole life. So you know, that's something that I spreading the word of God. He's here to save you, he's here to redeem you, and you're brand new in him. So just to
Amen.
everybody, you know, who supports us, I thank you guys, and from the bottom of my heart, I really just on behalf of my whole family, just want to say thank you to everybody.
Wow. Wow. Well, just being part of that Navaira dynasty and the place that you all hold in Tejano music is just uh, something very special. And for you to say all those that you said is very special to all of us. And we are beyond blessed to have had you on. I'm probably going to cry after we're done. But no, really, truly, thank you so much. And me podcast is Sue podcast. You've got any
Thank
new
you.
singles? Make a video drop, and or I'll reuse that one. I don't know, but make a video drop, and we'll showcase your song on Hidas
Thank
y
you so
Desveladas.
much.
And that's what we're about. We're about helping the artists, you know, get known and get out there as much as possible, as much as we can. We're, you know, putting our little drop in the bucket to get this where we want it to be, or hopefully where maybe it
Right.
was where you knew it, you know. So
Thank
thank you so
you.
much, guys. Everybody came in. Thank you to Tejano Television, boasting over 8 million views, and on their Facebook page, check out Tejano Television. They're already 3.5 million views. Thank you to Sirius Tejano. We're on their YouTube, and we're on our YouTube, Hidas y Desveladas. We're also on their Live 365. We're on Facebook. Norma, thank you so much. Love you.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh.
Destiny. Vanessa's on. So if you want to throw a shout out to her and ask her to bring you back, you better do it now.
Milwaukee, nos vemos pronto. Come on, y'all can't have a Milwaukee show without the Navairas. Let's do it.
There you go. You heard that.
Whoop,
I
whoop.
also want to throw a shout out to Jaime Aranda and also Tony with La Sombra. They got proclamated. I guess that's what
Oh
you
yeah,
call
they
it down there.
did. Yes.
Oh, there was
And a bunch
that's
of the
right.
artists. So
Yes,
congratulations to
congratulations
Yes.
to all
all
of
of
them.
you artists.
Yeah.
If I miss you, and I think Elsa Garcia was in there
There
too.
was a lot. There was a oh my gosh, there was
There
a
was
lot.
Shirley Lades, I think too. There was
Patsy
a lot
Torres,
of them.
yeah,
Patsy
Little Joe.
Torres,
Yeah,
and
we should have gotten that
and
list. I didn't know you were gonna bring it up. Maybe next show we'll bring up the list. But
and
yeah,
condolence to Luis from Little Joe. The or
condolences.
yeah,
Oh
Uh,
yes, yes.
to
condolences.
Gaska.
Yes, something like that.
And also to me,
Mhm.
oh my God, to Uncle Earl.
Yes, Uncle Earl,
Yes.
DJ Uncle Earl. Yes.
Oh, such a sweetheart. So sorry to have lost him as well.
Keep you guys
Uh,
all in prayers right there because that's hard.
Yeah.
But
Gracie Martinez, thank you for this podcast. Thank you, Gracie, as well. Um, yeah, so thank you, everybody, guys. Destiny, when I see you next time, oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna cry when I see you because I didn't know you. I didn't know what you were about, and now that I know what you're about, I'm a fan.
Girl, stop crying.
I thought I was gonna wait, but I didn't apparently.
Thank you so much. I
uh,
No,
appreciate that. I
you're
appreciate
awesome.
it.
You're just absolutely awesome. So
Thank
keep
thank
it
you.
you.
real, girl, because I already know you do. So keep it
Thank you.
real. Keep it
Thank you,
real.
Ah,
ladies.
all right,
Love
guys.
you.
We'll see you. Love
Love
you
ya.
guys. Everybody take
Have a
care.
blessed one.
God bless. Cuídense mucho todos. We'll see you when we see you. Here on Hidas y Desveladas, mi podcast is Soup Podcast. All right,
Love you
guys.
guys. Be blessed today.
See, now I got the tears in my eye. I can't see what I'm doing. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Love you all. Mwah, mwah.
All right, let me do one of these because I can't find the other one. Here we go.
La luz del troque aluzaba el camino, era de noche y estaba llovido. Qué noche tan fría. Y el motor iba acelerado haciendo ritmo con el radio. Ya vamos llegando. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar sin fin. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar. Una muchacha que estaba en la parada se me acercó, quería que me la llevara. Casi era una niña. Oiga, mesera, sirva café caliente y no se tarde, que mi troca me espera pa' seguir la corriente. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar sin fin. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar. La luz del troque aluzaba el camino, era de noche y estaba llovido. Qué noche tan fría. Y el motor que iba acelerado hacía ritmo con el radio. Ya vamos llegando. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar